بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls, and welcome to Let's Read with Eliza. Hope you're doing well and enjoying the books on the channel, and I'll be really grateful if you can like and subscribe to it and share it with your family and friends. What are we reading today? Now, today's book is called The Great Labne Trade. Now, this book has been written by Eman Saleh and it has been illustrated by Elnaz Barmeye. Shall we start? Come on then. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The Great Labne Trade. You're late for school. Don't forget your lunch, Mum cried. Ahmed grabbed his bag and peeked inside. Labne sandwiches. No, this just won't do. All the kids will laugh and say, ew. Can't I have a normal meal? PB&J would be ideal. Be proud of who you are, my dear. Now go to school and have no fear. One day you will appreciate how special you are. Stand tall and don't let them make you feel small. The next day at lunch, Ahmed pulled the labne out of his bag. His friends all sneered. What is that? They asked. It's making us gag. Ahmed felt embarrassed, but remembered his mother's words. I have to stand tall, he said. They're being absurd. You laugh now, but this sandwich is like no other, made from the best ingredients by my very own mother. Josh chimed in. Well, it does smell pretty good. Maybe you can split it with us. It'd be nice if you would. The labne was split 3 ways, 1 piece for each friend. They each took a bite, and it put the teasing to an end. Alex squealed. This is phenomenal! Something I've never tasted. Will you eat the rest of that? I don't want to see it wasted. This was the start of the great labne trade. Ahmed's mother worked late each night to have the sandwiches made. At first, he gave them away, but saw an opportunity flash before his eyes. I can sell these to my friends, he thought. I wouldn't need to advertise. Step right up, he called. Come on, come all. 25 cents a pop. They're selling quickly. Don't stall. The line started out small, but it quickly grew. It grew and it grew, and soon everyone knew about the little boy with the scrumptious roll-ups. No one was safe from the labne, not even the grown-ups. Ahmed became an overnight sensation, but made sure everyone received an invitation to indulge in this delightful treat, even for those who had no money to eat. Trading became a way for folks to join in if they couldn't pay. Toys, baseball cards, anything will do, just as long as it was something valuable and new. Soon the demand was much too high. I have to increase my prices, he thought. Nobody would bat an eye. To anyone who questioned the rising costs, he justified it with the time he exhausts. He went on to explain, folks, it's simply a case of supply and demand. I'm pretty much a household brand. And he was right. The lines were out the door. Even with the upcharge, people were asking for more. They simply couldn't get enough of the bread, tomatoes, and yogurt stuff. Sure enough, cafeteria food was just a thing of the past. This is just a fad, the lunch ladies thought. This will not last. Boy, were they wrong. Business showed no signs of slowing down. How much longer can this go on? The lunch ladies all frowned. Ahmed worried that his business would reach its peak. I need something different to attract more folks next week. He brainstormed and thought and thought. I need a fresh taste, something tangy and new. Aha! A za'atar sandwich. This will do. The lines continued to grow. People were coming and going at a steady flow. They were eager to try the newest item on the menu. Word continued to spread, and his business grew and it grew. The lunch ladies became cross and demanded change. They had enough and marched to the principal, who was in close range. The principal saw with his very own eyes how the cafeteria had transformed, and he heard the lunch ladies' cries. "From now on, food is not to be sold or traded. This stops now," the principal berated. And just like that, the great Labne trade was done. No more sandwiches, no more lines. The lunch ladies won. But fear not for Ahmed's fate. This was just the beginning, just a small taste. You see, this boy grew older and smarter. He graduated with his business degree. He was a self-starter. Now, whenever he feels unsure or doesn't know what to do, he remembers his mother's words that always rang true. His mother, the unsung hero who supported his dream, working tirelessly in the kitchen, they were a remarkable team. The great Labne trade may now be gone, but Ahmed's legacy and entrepreneurial spirit will always live on. MashaAllah, what a great book! Who's feeling hungry now? Because I certainly am. I think I'm going to have a look around me to try and find some labne for my lunch as well. What did you think of the book, boys and girls? What did you think of Ahmed and his business ventures? I think he showed some great initiative. But do you know who I liked the most? It was Ahmed's mum, who showed him to be as proud as possible of who you are, of your roots, of where you come from, and to share what you have with others. And it was a success because he turned the labne that his mum made for him for a sandwich into a great business venture, and everybody loved it. Did you see the queues? Lots of lessons there. Maybe you can discuss them with your grown-up, and maybe you can discuss it with me in terms of what you learnt today. I would love to hear from you. And if you have a different type of labne recipe, also do share it with me as well. I would love to make it. Right, I'm very hungry now, and I'm going to go and try and find some labne for myself now. Wish me luck, boys and girls, and I'll see you next time. Assalamu alaikum.